Welcome students in session number 3 of quadratic equations. In exercise 4.2, question number 1 completely we attempted here. Question number 2, solve the problems given in examples. There is very simple problems and you can do it easily. Question number 3, find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Very easy question is there. Find two numbers whose sum is, suppose that one number is x, so second number will be the 27 minus x because sum is 27. Okay, and product is 182. The number is already you got x and second is 27 minus x, so you should product it. X into 27 minus x is equal to 182. Then you can get easily a quadratic equation and solve the equation using factorization method. Okay, very easy question is there. But come on the question number 4. Question number 4. Find two consecutive positive integers. Continuous without any gap. The number which have continuous without any gap, that is the consecutive positive integers. Sum of whose square? Take care. Sum of whose square is 365. First, let the consecutive positive integers are, if first x then second will be one more than, it means x plus 1. First x and second is x plus 1 because consecutive, regular, without any gap, x plus 1. If three consecutive is there, x plus 1, x plus 2, next x plus 3 and so on like that. But we should take only two consecutive positive integers, x and x plus 1. Look at the situation. Sum of whose square? Square of that consecutive positive integers square of x square, and square of x plus 1 whole square. Okay, and sum according to question. Sum of whose square? It means x square plus x plus 1 whole square is equal to sum of whose square is 365. So we should solve x square plus a plus b whole square of a plus b, it means x square plus 2ab, it means 2x plus p square, it means 1, is equal to 365. X square and x square, that will be the sum 2x square plus 2x. Bring it by transposing in the LHS side. 365 will be minus 365, and minus 365 and plus 1 minus 364. What will remain here? 0. Now the entire equations have a common factor as 2 as a common factor, so you should divide the entire equations by 2. So you should divide 2, that side also 2. Okay, so what will be here? X square plus x minus 2 1 ja 2, 2 8 ja 16, 2 2 ja 4 is equal to 0. Now use the factorize method. Method and solve these quadratic equations. And first we should get as a rough work. X square into 182, definitely 182 x square. So we should factorize 182. 2 9 ja 18, 2 1 ja 2, 7 1 ja 7, 7 3 ja 21. It means what is the factor? The factor of 182 is equal to 2 into 7 into 13. Okay, so we should we should split the x like that the sum of two splitting values, the sum of the splitting values will be equal to plus x. The sum of that two splitting values will be equal to x, and the product of that two splitting value will be the minus 180 x square, minus 180 x square. Let you see here, minus 180 x square is equal to, we already get here, 2 7 ja 14 into 13, it means 14x into 13x, but product of that two numbers will be into the negative form, so you should take one value as a negative, but which value should be taken negative? Because we should split the x into that value only, and the sum of that two value will be equal to the plus x, so the bigger value will be the positive and the smaller value will be the negative. Why? Because x is equal to 14x minus 13x will be the x, so we can split the x into the form of 14x minus 13x. Definitely you should get splitting value x, and the product of that two values definitely you should get minus 180 x square. So come on your solution, x square plus 14x minus 13x minus 182 is equal to 0. You should make the pair of two terms, so come on this page, x square plus 14x, take in one bracket, there is a common minus sign will be in the common, so the bracket, in the bracket the minus sign will be changed into the positive sign. Okay, so minus in bracket, minus value will be in the plus value 13x, and minus 182 will be changed it as a plus 182 is equal to 0. Now see the common in both bracket. Here common is x, so you should take x as a common, x plus 14 minus, here that is also the factor of 13 and there is already 13, so you should take the 13 as a common, so here will be x and plus that will the 14 is equal to 0. Now x plus 14 is a common value, so x plus 14 common, and what is remaining here, x, and here minus 13 is equal to 0. Okay, now x plus 14 is equal to 0, so x is equal to minus 14. Second, x minus 13 is equal to 0, so x will be 13, and two value we got, x is equal to minus 14 and 13. Okay, then what will be the positive integers? Or positive integers is here like that, x and second is x plus 1, first is x and second is x plus 1. If we should take x minus 14 and that is minus 14 plus 1, it means minus 13. If it means x is equal to minus 14, then the positive integers will be minus 14 and minus 13 definitely, and that is the conjective positive integers. Can you say that is the conjective positive integers? That are the negative value, so can you consider that value x is equal to minus 14? No, x is minus 14 is wrong, but we should take x is equal to 13. X is equal to 13 because that is the positive value. That is the positive value and that is the negative value. But according to question, find two consecutive positive integers. Which integers? Positive integers, and we should take the value of x here only positive, and positive value is here 13. So x is equal to 13 and x plus 1 is equal to 13 plus 1, it means 14. So what will be our integers? What will be our integers? X is equal to 13 and 14. That is your correct answer, and that will be the two consecutive positive integers. Okay, take care. In such type of cases, we should study about the question properly, and what is there asked, you should see and observe and then solve and get the answer. Now come on question number 5. The altitude of a right triangle. The altitude of a right triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. 7 centimeter less than its base. It means here base is unknown. Base is unknown, but altitude is known because altitude is 7 centimeter less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. If the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. Find two other sides. Find two other sides. Question number 5 of exercise 4.2. You should see your textbook. Okay. Now, altitude, it means that is the perpendicular of right angled triangle. And according to question, let the base B is equal to x. ABC is the right angled triangle. ABC is the right angled triangle where base AB is equal to x. And altitude, it means perpendicular. Altitude means perpendicular. It is 7 centimeter less than its base. It means 7 centimeter less than its base. It means altitude will be x minus 7 because it is the less than 7 centimeter less than the base. So x minus 7. So our altitude will be here x minus 7. And hypotenuse is already given 13 centimeter. Hypotenuse is already given 13 centimeter. Now you should know, and you learned, for the right angled triangle, we know about the Pythagoras theorem. About the Pythagoras theorem, the square of hypotenuse. The square of hypotenuse is equal to the square of the sum of the square of the two other sides. Sum of the square of the two other sides. It means square of AB plus square of AC. Okay, so square of hypotenuse, it means square of 13. Square of AB, it means x square. Square of altitude, it means square of x minus 7. Okay, now that will be the 169. Square of 13 you know very well, 169. Square of 13 is 169 is equal to x square. Now that is the whole square of a minus b. You should use the identity, plus x square plus b square, it means 7 whole square of 7, 49 minus 2ab, it means 14x. So 169 is equal to x square plus x square, 2x square minus 14x plus 49. When you should transpose this value here, like that, you can get like that, 2x square minus 14x plus 49 minus 169 is equal to 0. Okay, so 2x square minus 14x, and here will be minus 0, 12. is equal to 0, and we can see the entire equation is have a common factor 2, so we should divide the entire equations by 2. So that will be the x square minus 7x minus 60 is equal to 0. Why we should divide it? We can simplify that equation. Now first multiply the constant term with the term of the power of x square, so that will be the 60x square, and split the middle term minus 7x according to factor of 60x square. So you should get the factor 60 like that. That will be 30, that will be 15, and 3 5s are 15. What is here? Now 60 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. You should split the minus 7x in the form of the factor of 60 only. So what we should do here? 2 2 ja 4, 4 3 ja 12, 4 3 ja 12, 12 into 5, 12 into 5. Sure, that is not 60x square, that will be the minus 60x square, because minus 60 is there, so it will be the 12x into 5x, 12x into 5x. But which value should be taken minus here? It will decide the split of middle term. If we should take 12x minus 5x, then you should get the 7x, you should get the 7x. But what we take? We want minus 7x, so the bigger value sign will be minus and the smaller value sign will be the plus. So minus 12x plus 5x, so that will be the minus 7x. So we can take 12x as a minus value. Clear? Now we should start our splitting the term. X square minus 12x minus plus 5x minus 60 is equal to 0. Clear? So make a pair of 2 term like that. X square minus 12x plus 5x minus 60 is equal to 0. Take a common x here, x minus 12, 5x minus 60x, 5 is the common factor here, so you should take common 5, x minus 12 is equal to 0. In both you can see x minus 12 is the common value, so take a x minus 12 as a common, x minus 12, and what will remain here? Here will remain x plus 5, x plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so x minus 12 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 12. Second, x plus 5 is equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 5. Now you should decide here which value we should take, which is negligible or which is admissible here. We know in the right angled triangle AB, AC or BC, these are the sides, it means length, and length always should be positive, length always should be positive, so we should take the positive value, and that will be the negligible. X is equal to minus 5, it means the negative value is here negligible, and we should take x is equal to 12 as a positive value. Okay, because length always should be in the positive form. So base is 12 and altitude is x minus 7 is equal to, base is 12 centimeter and altitude will be 12 minus 7 is equal to 5 centimeter. Okay, the answer is there 5 centimeter and 12 centimeter, and you can check your answer easily. Base is 7 less than the altitude. Base is altitude is 7 less than the its base. 7 less than the its base, and definitely that is the 7 less than its base, and your answer is complete. Okay, now for practice exercise, practice work, very little practice work is here. You should solve question number 2 of exercise 4.2, question number 2, question number 3, and question number 6. This is your practice work. If you should get any problem, you can ask me. I will resolve your all problems. Okay, thank you and keep it up.